Hey comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0, and fans, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do movie time. That's right, guys. You guys saw my movie Blu-ray DVD collection, and I promised you a series, and a lot of you discussed Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, and yes, that is the first movie review that I wanted to discuss with you all. So here we go, Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice. Now, I saw Man of Steel, and I never saw this one, and I heard so many negative things about this particular movie. And so I was really hesitant about watching it, but I finally watched it. Now, it took me 3 sittings to actually watch this movie because, yes, it is a very lengthy movie, and yes, the movie from the beginning is very slow. Obviously, this movie stars Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill, Gal Gadot, Jesse Eisenberg, and Amy Adams. So I'm going to go with you with how I started, or how I thought about these actors and actresses and how they played in this movie. First off, Ben Affleck as Batman. This is the first movie that you see him as Batman in. And I think he did a good job. I think he did a better Batman, I think, than Bruce Wayne. We didn't see him maybe as much as Bruce Wayne as we should have in this movie. But I liked when he was Batman. He was very tactical. I liked the suit. I liked how he fought. I even liked the way his voice was changed. Made him almost sound like the Batman from the animated series. So I really enjoyed that a lot. So I liked seeing him when he was in the movie. Henry Cavill as Superman. I do not like this Superman whatsoever. I didn't like him in the Man of Steel. I don't like him in this movie. He says hardly anything, and he's so dark in the movie. The only time it ever felt like a Superman in any shape or form is when really he sacrifices himself at the end to defeat Doomsday, and also when we have that brief instance when he meets with his mother. Besides that, though, it doesn't really show the character all that much, and they spent so much time on him being a god or an enemy. Is he friend? Is he foe? It felt more political than an actual movie, and I don't know if that's what they were really going for there, but that's not what I was looking for when I wanted to watch this particular movie. Now, let's talk about Gal Gadot. She did a wonderful job as Wonder Woman in this movie. I know a lot of people were skeptical about her in the very beginning, about if she could play the character, and she was gorgeous. Her accent was perfect. Her battle sequences were awesome. Any little detail that she was in the movie, it made the movie that much better. It was phenomenal to see her in there, and her battle sequence against Doomsday actually really shines. I really liked in the movie too when she discovered that there was other Justice League members or other heroes out there like her. I thought that was a shining moment in the movie as well, and her interactions with Bruce were really good as well. Now let's talk about Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor in the movie was a joke. The guy was more psycho than he was Lex Luthor. Yes, he's intimidating. Yes, he's powerful. But at the same time, he's not psychotic. Yes, he's infatuated with Superman, but not to the fact to where he's like Looney Tunes. And I thought that they got that wrong in there. And the whole thing with him like putting a freaking Jolly Rancher in his coworker's mouth or whatever it is, it just felt odd to me. So let's talk about probably my least favorite character in the movie of all, and that is actually Amy Adams. Amy Adams in the movie is, in my opinion, worthless. In the last movie, she played the damsel in distress, and that's what I hated about the last movie. Anywhere she was, Superman was there to save her. What happens in this movie? The same thing. She is so utilized as a plot device in this movie as it cripples the movie. Whether from the very beginning she's saved from terrorists, whether when she's grabbed from the LexCorp building, You know, she's thrown off and Superman saves her. And then when she's swimming to get the sphere of the spear with the kryptonite on it, she practically drowns. And what does Superman do? Oh, hey, let me go save her so I can get that spear. And in the whole city that's being destroyed, right? The whole entire city, when they're doing the battle against Doomsday, she's the only civilian running around. It just doesn't make sense. And that cripples the movie for me. And I cannot stand it. So, that's what I thought about the actors. What did I think about the movie itself? What shined, what didn't shine? The problem with this movie is they tried to fit too much into it. It felt very disjointed in many ways. They didn't know if they wanted to focus on Superman, Bruce Wayne, Wonder Woman, and Lex Luthor, and they tried to shove it all in your face, plus throw a little cameo of the future Justice League in there. And I get it, it's the dawn of justice, but it's just too much. It was too much. They could have made these all separate movies. They could have done the Man of Steel movie, which they had already done. They could have done a Wonder Woman movie, and they could have done the Batman Batfleck movie just to introduce to him. Then what you do is you do a Trinity movie, and then you do a Justice League movie. Because what this movie became not Batman versus Superman more than ever, because we spent the whole movie talking about if Batman's good and Superman's bad, and this guy's good and that guy's bad. They got into a 5-minute fight. That's all it was, 5 minutes. And then the three of them come together and they form the Trinity. This should have been called the Trinity. I mean, really, that's what it was. And then the next you're going to find is the Justice League. You know, that's what frustrated about this. They just spent too much time building it up. And then it just was this 5-minute fight at the end. And that's really what it was. Doomsday Creature. I understand the concept. Things got to be different from the comics when it comes to the movie universe. I have a very much open mind to that. I actually like the Doomsday Creature. You know, he kind of evolved as he absorbed damage, and I like that. And he became more like a Doomsday Creature as the battle went on. And I enjoyed the fight between him and Superman. It felt natural to me. It almost felt like the comic, you know. Superman does this epic battle and he winds up dying in the end, and that was okay. But the overall movie for me, it missed on so many levels. I can say the action sequences were great. I can say that Wonder Woman was great. I can see when the three of them together were great. But as a complete movie, it was a complete miss in so many levels. So hopefully the Justice League movie will be that much better. I don't know how it's going to be because, again, it could suffer from overuse of characters, and it doesn't know which direction it wants to go. And when a movie does that, when they try to get so many characters in there, that's when a movie tries to suffer. So overall, in the end, guys, what do I give Batman vs. Superman? I got to give this, out of 10, a 6.5. I don't think it was a complete bomb, but I thought it could have been a hell of a lot better. So guys, now in the comments below, tell me what you thought of this movie, Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice. Lay it all out in the line. I know it's been out for a long time, but it doesn't hurt to ever discuss movies that are controversial or have a lot going on in it. So again, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this installment of Movie Time. And as always, thank you for watching Comic Book Corner 2.0. And until the next review, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. Take care, guys. Bye.